All right. All right, we got a letter from a subscriber here. I invited my ex-girlfriend to train at a Jiu Jitsu Academy a while ago. She was an athlete in high school, wrestled, and I thought the transition to BJJ would be a smooth one for her. I'm not going to lie, I was excited to share something I love with her, but as things went, we ended up breaking up. I didn't expect it to get this complicated, but here I am. What makes it more complicated is that she's now dating someone here at the academy. Someone who's a brown belt. I can't help but feel this weird tension every time I see them together. I know it's all a part of life and people move on, but seeing them at the academy just hits differently. I regularly roll with the brown belt and get demolished. He even turns up the heat when she's watching. I've tried to push through it, but honestly, it's becoming harder to show up every time. I come to the academy because I love the art and I love the family that we have here. But lately, every class feels more and more awkward. I can't focus like I used to. I feel like an outsider in a place that used to feel like home. I'm not asking for sympathy or trying to make anyone uncomfortable, but I wanted to get some advice. I'm considering stepping away, at least for a little while, to clear my head. I'm not sure if that's the right decision yet, but I feel like I need some space to figure things out. Mark.
So right off the bat, it says that it was his ex-girlfriend that he started bringing to jujitsu. Then he says they broke up. What is that? Just like a misstatement there? Was it his girlfriend and then they broke up?
Sounds like it. It's probably the case, yeah.
So okay, well, this should be really actually short and sweet because if you bring your significant other to jujitsu in the phase where you are being dominated by every man in the room and you expect her to not notice that and like internalize it big time, then you're crazy because you are in the phase where you don't believe in yourself. You don't, I mean, even if you believe in yourself, believe in jujitsu, you know all that. She doesn't really know all that stuff. And aside from that, you are still a beginner. So you don't, not only are you losing a lot, but you are looking um, like people have to show you mercy. Like you look like a weak man. What she doesn't realize is that everybody is really a weak man that gets trained until they're not. Because I definitely am. I just kept doing it till I could just do the stuff that where there's not some dude there wanting to beat you up. So that when the dude is there, it just happens. And the guy doesn't have that yet. So I would say you should not bring your significant other to jujitsu class. Just let jujitsu be your thing, because you're gonna struggle, and she's gonna see you struggle, and she's not gonna be impressed by you getting beat up by everybody. I mean, like some people might see that and get closer to you, but even just as watching the class, it's not a good idea unless you, I mean, we're human beings and this is the way of things that females are drawn to males that can defend themselves and that can, protect them. No matter if they say that or not, they have it inside them that it's just a thing. They want you to be tough. So when they see you being not tough, when they see you being not able to defend yourself and not able to defend them, because there's going to be people that are like small, even female, that are smoking you. And they're going to see that and they don't, because you don't even really know what to make of it. You got that much idea. They're going to have no idea and just see you getting the brakes beat off you. That's it. At some point, you're going to start doing like better and better and then tapping people. You tap them here and there as a white belt right off the bat. You might here and there if you're big or good or heavy, athletic, wrestle, did judo, have some kind of, you've been watching the UFC and playing with your friends and know a little bit, you might catch somebody. But overwhelmingly, you're going to lose unless they don't want you to. Then you might win some and feel like it wasn't that bad for you as a blue belt to get your blue belt. Thank the colored belts in that case because they made it that way for you. But once you get to the point where you are doing okay against the people, then bring her to class because then at least you can bring her in there and she'll see you at least keeping up with everybody. And if you're smaller or she didn't know really what you got, then she's going to see that and go like, oh, he can fight. You're not winning necessarily. Maybe you're just, they don't tap you or maybe you're on top or maybe you do tap them. But until you get to that point, just, let them do their thing at that point in the day and you do your thing and you get up to snuff, then bring them. And the last thing is forgive me, but and this is this is not for everybody. This is for this particular person that the kind of way that I was brought up in the past 10 years or so in jujitsu, I would say you're being a bitch. That's what I would say because you are saying stuff like it's like becoming more and more uncomfortable to train. For one thing, did you expect it to be comfortable? Or the second thing, you're not there to make friends, um, have a social club. Those are just things that happen. And if you are bringing drama into that, or if you're making drama out of it, then you are playing a part in the problem. And the people are going to eventually bring that to you in some way. That might be what they're doing now. If you say the colored belt is really smashing you, he might be saying, quit doing what you're doing. So that's probably the case. Why would he be smashing you? He's saying something, it might be, hey girl, you see, I'm the one, I'm the guy. You know, he's nothing. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm nothing. Well, that might be the case, but it's probably the case that they're beating you because there's something going on, uh, not on the mat necessarily, that is the problem. So you need to review everything that's going on and say, am I a net positive to this academy? Otherwise, they are a big family and incorporating this girl into the jiu-jitsu, and maybe you're just seeing the whole thing wrong. Maybe not. Maybe you're 100% right. In that case, it's not one big happy family, and you should leave. But if it is one big happy family, then you need to chill out. You need to cut it out. You need to quit all that crap. The end thing, the last thing you said in the message, in the email was, he said, I need to take some time away and figure things out. That's just really just it's just noise. It's not, you're not really saying anything. What are you gonna do? You're gonna quit jujitsu and think about it.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna come back. Or if you do, it's gonna be a long time, or you're probably gonna avoid jujitsu because that's like a sore, like a scab, and you don't want to go back to that hurtful road because it's already sucked, and now it sucks double because that. So get over that. I mean, get over it. You brought her. First of all, you brought her to a place where you know that your lack of efficiency at the moment is on display, it's showcased. Maybe you prepared her for that, but to witness it is another thing.
So
Then there's no
don't bring her
question.
though. So you're saying don't bring him? Don't bring him?
Don't bring
I
him.
mean, I
Don't
would
bring him.
argue just find another one to bring. Just bring another one. Bring a new one.
Bring, we're just bring him
Just
until
keep
you
bringing them. Just
win,
keep bringing them. Eventually,
and then keep that.
you're gonna run out of colored belts to steal your girl, and they'll all have girlfriends. So
Oh, it's probably the same one. It's just like he shows up with a girl, and then that brown belt is like, okay, that's mine now.
he just takes them.
Come on, come on. He's like, grab my belt loop. Come on, walk over here. Now tell her she's mine. Oh my gosh.